ImPJComics is on. Oh boy, I can't wait to watch ImPJComics.
Grab your cran grape juice and put your nuts back on. You're watching ImPJComics.
I am a victim of dealing with a crazy woman. I didn't think it would happen to me. I became a statistic. I became what every single person that's in a relationship has feared. Single. But not gonna lie, it's kind of my fault. I've had a couple successful Valentine's Day. I used to be a retired veteran. Now I'm out here fighting for something not everyone believes in. Love. Just know, the story that we're getting into today is one of many few that didn't work out. But I don't know, man. But by the end of this video, you tell me whether or not it was my fault. With all the red flags that came upon me, it was just bound to happen. Like Infinity War, there were 55 billion outcomes, and the one I chose was the one best answer for this situation. So my homies and I were hanging out at the mall. We were traveling my boy Brian's blacked out, big rimmed SUV. It was his parents' SUV. This shit looked so menacingly fire that I'd mistake it for a Decepticon. Dramatic, I know. But the car was just so clean. If I didn't know any better, this shit looked like a Ford F-150 did the fusion dance with Megatron or some shit. I don't know. I'm just 1000% sure it was expensive. It literally could carry all 7 of my friends for an overnight trip, which was what we were using it for. We were traveling to see my boy Jaylen. He lived like 2-3 hours away over Atlanta. And while we were traveling, we decided to take a small break from the drive. Going through a drive-thru at the time just seemed like a lot, considering how many of us there were. So we just took a small stop at the mall and ate at the food court. And with 7 dudes, you know something was bound to happen. So we was just cooling until, hey, let me hit y'all with a question. Would you, for $5 million and dinner with Jay-Z, suck a public bathroom doorknob for 10 minutes or lay on the middle school restroom floor for 5 minutes? Bro, what? Why is that even a question? Brother. What?
Is Jay-Z paying for the meal?
Bro, just answer the question. Mind you, middle school restrooms are worse than the public. But why? It's a survey. I seen it on TikTok. KJ, you first. Which is it?
Bro, I don't know. Wait, which side of the doorknob is my mouth on?
Outside, not inside.
Oh,
brother. Any more questions? Brian?
Hey, man. Wait, can I lay my back on the restroom floor, like in the middle school?
Nah, you have to lay on your front with your junk. Butt booty naked.
Whoa,
brother! What?
Is Jay-Z paying for the meal?
Wait! Is the public restroom a Chick-fil-A restroom? No, it's KFC.
What kind of survey is this?
Oh my god, do I need an answer? Bro, come on, like, y'all are picking your best of 2 poisons. And yes, bro, gun to your back of your head, like, come on.
Man, just pull the trigger, man.
While they were having the everyday locker room talk, I was in my own world watching one of the cutest girls I've ever seen. Curly hair, light skin, freckles, need I say more? She was cute for sure. What you looking at? Ah! Back up!
Bro, that man PJ was in the daze.
He was staring at shawty over there, man.
Bro, she's cute. But she looked kind of stressed, I'm not gonna lie.
What? No, I wasn't looking over there. Bro, just go shoot your shot. I'm not trying to hear you sing Marvin's Room on the way over to Jaylen's, bro.
Hey, PJ. Yes? Who sings that song? Drake? Let's keep it that way.
Hey, man, if you don't shoot your shot, I'ma shoot. You know, I'm a funny guy. Watch. If you don't talk to her, I'ma have her in tears.
More like tears of pain. Bro, PJ, go talk to her. You got this, man.
Yeah, bro,
you
got
man.
this, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you scrumptious.
Alright, I'll stop y'all right there. Y'all don't gotta go that far. I'll go.
Hey.
If you come back with nothing, you know the rules. Bro, this is why I didn't want to go. Y'all are weird.
Nah, it's up. If you come back with nothing,
we're clowning your ass. And it's only fair because we didn't have you up for nothing. And so, I took my boosted confidence from my homies and my exaggerated swagger of a black teen over to said person. Their encouragement is what led me down to what came to be a mistake. Excuse me, miss?
Oh, hey.
God, this woman had the gnarliest breath I've ever smelled. I couldn't believe it. One of my 5 senses were evaporating in real time. I looked back at the homies and I thought about it. Is me walking away right now worth getting clowned on for the rest of the weekend? Yeah, it's just not worth losing one of my 5 senses. This shit stink. But at the same time, she is cute. And I'm sure she's just human like everyone else and not a monster for walking out the house like this. Maybe she was in a rush today or something. And with that thought process, I spent the next 30 minutes chatting it up with this girl while getting a very vivid memory of how bad her breath just reeked. By the way, keep this in mind, because later on, her breath stinking was the key to this whole rigmarole, while my nose was fighting for its life like it was playing Black Ops Zombies on the 55th round. Ah!
bitch!
I noticed her phone was unlocked. She was looking at her Cash App account. Not gonna lie, my eyes peeked at her account, and she's at negative 1,000. How? I'm really cooking her shit, because if I were a Cash App employee or a consultant or whatever, my first response to that debacle is,
How does a nigga borrow $1,000 from Cash App? Is you gonna give it back?
that's probably why she looked so stressed out earlier. That was a red flag. So we got 2 red flags on the court so far. Your breath stink, you walk out the house with no dental hygiene, and you owe $1,000 to Cash App. But it gets worse. The 3rd flag was on his way out the locker room doing the gritty. So her name turns out to be Jasmine. She started asking me about how I got here, where I was going, and how long I was in town. That's normal. But it got weirder and introduced red flag number 3 when she said,
Is that your car?
Yeah. it's my friend's car. We're all carpooling.
Is it expensive?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I told her how when we get to the spot, we were gonna immediately get some drinks. Turns out, coincidentally, she stayed in the same area we were pulling up to. Coming in red flag number 4. I'm practically building an all-star lineup with these flags. She even asked for the address. I thought that was a bit strange since she's not invited. But regardless, I still told her where because at the time, where was the apartment at? Plus, I also thought she would just wanted to measure how far I was, but it was a red flag. So moving forward, we made our separate ways and we made plans to drink whatever drinks I had left and hang out the next day. While we were making our separate ways, I noticed Jasmine was driving a regular silver colored Ultima, but it had a lot of damage. In fact, the whole thing was missing a front bumper. I'm not judging her for that, so no red flag there, but I knew people who could fix that, so if our date went well, I would've hooked her up, or even been her Valentine. But of course, because this video exists, that's not how it went down. So fast forward again, me and my friends get to Jaylen's crib, and Mans was happy to see us. We were all catching up for a bit, but then, what happened next is so crucial to the future, because Jaylen was like, yo, y'all trying to see something cool, bruh? Yeah, sure. Jaylen walks out the room, and after a little bit of time goes by, this dude comes back and whips out a Colt Python 357 Magnum 6-inch stainless steel revolver. Check it out. Oh, whoa. Ooh, can I see?
Yeah, sure.
I've been waiting for this day. It all comes down to this, Jaylen.
PJ.
No, don't PJ me. This is what it's all been about. You, me, and this gun. I've been itching to shoot your ass. All those times you called me ugly and walked around here with your light-skinned privilege. I've had enough.
PJ.
You're the disease, and I'm the cure. Sayonara, and hasta luego, mama huevo.
PJ, it's a model. Do you even know what that means? No? Give it here. No, wait, this thing is cool. I feel like I could hit a lick in the 1800s. Just don't be stupid with it, saying all those movie one-liners and shit. And so, what seemed to be such a minuscule decision of Jaylen lending me his model revolver turned out to be one of the greatest blessings in disguise. Of course, I didn't know it at the time, but you guys will understand in the end. After time catching up, maybe like 2 hours or so, Brian says,
Yo, we should get the drinks before it gets too late. PJ, are you dozing off?
it's only 9 p.m. Huh? Yeah, but I'm just tired. You know, I barely get sleep with me drawing and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, well, we gonna need some of that energy to get the drinks and snacks, so come on.
Sure, but like, can I like stay in the car and sleep? And then like when we get back, I'll help bring the drinks and stuff like that inside.
Yeah, that's cool. We literally just need the extra hand, bro. It's like, and everyone else is watching the game, so like, you know.
I bet I got you. It's no problems as long as I can do that. So me, Brian, and my boy KJ and Caleb, we all walk out the crib towards the SUV, and immediately I noticed a familiar car from earlier today. It was old girl's car, the silver Ultima missing a front bumper. But no one was in the car. Mind you, I was too tired to realize what was beginning to unfold. I tried to shrug the suspicion off, but then my boy Caleb says,
Gee whiz, why your car smells so bad?
God, yo shit cooked. This shit stink.
Nah, dog, it gotta be the air, man. My mom's car does not stink. This is obviously trash out here, man. There's a mean shitter in one of them. That's not my shit, dog.
While everyone was experiencing that dreadful smell, my nose was catching PTSD.
this familiar ass smell was in the air. It was old girl's breath for sure. So her car's around, that god awful smell's around, but where's she? Again, I shrugged it off. Brian, I'm sorry. My tired ass was ready to sleep in the car. So we all get in the car and the smell went away moments after we shut the door. I was chilling in the backseat drifting off to sleep while we were pulling up to the Walmart. Brian, Caleb, and KJ finally make their way to a parking spot. And moments later, half asleep, half awake, I hear my friends get out of the car and walk towards the Walmart. I hear their voices drifting and drifting away. Their voices kept getting smaller, and the smaller they got, the more harder it was to stay awake, till finally... What? They're back already? While I'm trying to piece myself together, a thick stench takes my nose by the throat. In agonizing pain, my nose is grasping at God himself, praying for clean air. God, it smells so bad. What the fuck? The smell was heavy on my nerves. It was like someone swallowed a bottle of Listerine, gargled it, then spit it back in the bottle ready for use for the following day, instead of washing it down a drain as instructed. It was a peppermint scented mix with a tangy smell of 2-pack of ass. But it wasn't just any 2-pack of ass, it was a buy one get one free special. So I got the whiff of the stench, not double, but to the second power. The smell gained an exponent because I was in a closed off area. The smell was so clear to my nose, but opaque and dense to my eyes. My watery eyes were darting around for the source. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take this agony. I couldn't take this damn wretched smell any longer. Clicked to me. I felt a presence in the car. I quickly peeked from the back seat. I see a silhouette. And as my eyes adjusted to the darkness, I see a person with a shiesty mask. This person I've known nothing of broke into her car. My heart skipped a beat, sank to my toes, and then started racing. I couldn't believe it. I was actually quaking in my boots. Sweat started melting my face as if a teacher asked me to read aloud when, truth be told, I was not paying attention. Petrified, couldn't begin to describe how I was feeling. All the hairs on my arms sparked and stood up like J. Cole in math class. Nah, you get it. Anyways, I was genuinely scared. Wait. Calm down, PJ, calm down. Curly hair, light skin. This smelly smell, this familiar ass stench. It took a moment for me to realize, but I immediately started piecing it together while the car was driving out of the lot. I look outside to confirm, and there was a silver Nissan Altima with no bumper behind her car. The reason why she asked for the address. The reason why it smelled so bad outside. The reason why her car was parked outside our crib. All of it. This person I was thinking of was plotting on stealing our car. I'm 90% sure that the person in the driver's seat right now is none other than Jasmine, my date for tomorrow. Truth be told, within the moments of this happening, and behind me being scared, I was sad. I didn't describe it very well to y'all earlier, but I actually loved her personality. Mind you, I looked past the red flags because of her personality. I looked past the bad breath. I looked past the negative $1,000 on Cash App, which, if you didn't know after some research, is a clear indicator of someone who was scamming or been scammed. I looked past all of it, just for it to be a front for this moment of her stealing my friend's car. I was hurt. It wasn't in God's will for us to work out. The small time we had didn't matter to her. And if there's one thing every man knows, or at least every person with a heart should know, that stands no matter what, is that if the person you're interested in didn't value that time, then it didn't matter at all. And if it didn't matter at all,
then it shouldn't matter to me. It is what it is. But fuck what it was. This isn't a sad story. I wouldn't be telling it to you like this if it was. So again, this wasn't a sad story, or at the very absolute diabolical least, not after what I decided to do next. I should say something. Actually, no. I don't know if she has a weapon or not. And even still, I gotta do something. While the car was making its way out of the Walmart area, I'm grasping at straws as to what to do. I can't call the police because it'll then escalate to a possible hostage situation. I wasn't sure if she had a weapon. I can't call anyone else because I'll reveal that I'm in the car. Fortunately, I came to the deduction as for why she hasn't noticed me yet. She couldn't see me because the rear view mirror wasn't adjusted to her height. Because of that simple factor, I immediately texted Brian, telling him I'm trapped in the car and someone is in the driver's seat stealing it right now. But me doing that was a mistake because Brian didn't text back. Instead, he... This guy just called me! Immediately, the car stops on its way outside of Walmart. I had a split-second decision. This is what it all came down to. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the video when I said there were 55 billion outcomes and I chose this one. She slowly turns around. I reach into my right pocket. And I'm sure she was turning around at a normal pace, but time was slowing down for me because I was about to do one of the craziest things I've ever decided to do in a life or death situation. Don't move. I decided to use Jaylen's gun and bluff my ass off. With all the movie one-liners I know, this is the one time in my entire life that shit would be useful. First, while the ball is in my court, I need to disarm her. Don't think, don't talk, and do not react. Give me your weapon. And be advised, move quickly. You have a 6-inch Magnum revolver pressed against your temple. Try me, and you'll be the next JFK. She actually had a Glock! Now, let me tell you something about the inevitable. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 says it best. There is an appointed time for everything, and a time for every affair under the heavens. With that in mind, what's happening right now is what the biblical scriptures like to call a divine intervention. It was a divine intervention for me to be in this car. It was a divine intervention for me to have this revolver. And it was a divine intervention for this revolver to have 3 bullets. With 3 of the 6 bullets that's in this chamber, there's an empty slot between each bullet. With all the divine interventions happening for me tonight, let's see if God has one for you. God's showing you the visual meaning of divine intervention. With one pull, I could turn it into a mundane occurrence. So how about you take you, that rancid ass breath, and this lesson, and get the fuck out of my car. And she was out of there! The saying shouldn't be, look what money make a bitch do. It should be, look what a Glock make a bitch do. That shit's crazy. She was tripping over herself like she had 2 left feet. But anyways, that's the end of the story. And just for some clarity, I don't like calling women bitches. That's just how the saying goes. Now, did I learn anything? No. But I'll see y'all later.